Hello, everyone. I am so excited to get to be communicating with you. I hope that you are all well. We are going to do a lesson with Microsoft Word today. You will notice that my laptop does not look the same as our desktops look at school. But some of the things are very similar. You have your start button, Windows Start button down here in the bottom left, and you click on that. Now, mine is also different in that I have all of these icons available to me that we don't have available to all of us at school. If you're trying to find Microsoft Word and it's on an icon, just click on the icon. That works. But if you need to go down the list, you have to scroll down all the way to W. There is Microsoft Word, and you click on it. Once again, my Microsoft Word looks a little bit different than ours does at school. This area of blue on the left doesn't seem to have quite as much information as ours does at school. Over here on the right, though, is also recent documents and blank documents that should look really similar to what you see on yours. You can also, if you're opening a document you've already created, you can just click open. But here is a blank document. Anytime that you open a blank document, if you know what you want the title of your document to be, your best practice is to always go ahead up here and click the Save Square first. Now, you will also notice that up here at the top, this looks a little bit different than ours does at school. Mine has an autosave feature that I can turn on, and this says Save to OneDrive or to SharePoint. Saving to OneDrive is something that you will want to do if you're going to keep these documents to be able to use them when we get back to going to school, or if you need to share them with a teacher. But your username and your OneDrive is your username at stu.olatheschools.org. That's how you save things. So when you need to go to OneDrive and re-sign back in, you must use your username at stu.olatheschools.org and whatever your password is. You can click the Save Square though. When you do, again, this square that pops up looks different than the one at school does, but the process is still the same. You type in your file name. You then choose where it is going. You will want to choose OneDrive. This says Documents, but you can see here that it's OneDrive. This is my personal OneDrive, and I don't wish to save things there, but I can save them to another folder on my computer. So you can pick where you need to go. You just click the down arrow and choose where you need your item to go. Again, you will pick OneDrive, your student OneDrive, and save your items there. When you're in here, one of the things that I like to do is either change my font, or if I know that I'm creating a story, I sometimes just like to go ahead and click on the title over here in Styles. I like the way this title looks. We will talk about title and style settings later, but I can just pick this and type the title of my document. When I click the Enter key, which brings me down to the next line, you will notice that this automatically goes back to whatever your original font is. Mine is Calibri 11, but if you want to change your font to be something different, maybe another nice ordinary font, but Garamond has a little bit of, in my opinion, extra style to it. So I can click it and I can click 18. Now your Garamond, most of these are usually listed in alphabetical order, but mine has a section of recently used fonts, so I was able to click on it easily. If you needed to find Garamond, you might need to scroll clear down to be able to find that. Now, I sometimes like an extra bit of space between my title and where I'm going to start typing, so I'm going to press enter so that I have another line of space between there. Now, looking at my document, I actually like my titles to be centered. They don't have to be, but as a personal preference, I like them centered. So I'm going to come back up here. I put my cursor next to the left side of my title line, and I'm going to click center or Control E to make this go centered. I can now just click back down here. It will go back to the line that I was on before. Garamond 18 is my font, and I can type what I like. Now, I typed my sentence, and I can either continue typing or I can press enter to go to a new line. But maybe I decide that I need to change a little bit of the font or the styling on some of this. So if I find a word that I want to be bolded or underlined, which again is over here in the font section, I'm going to click to the left of the word. I am on a laptop. I do not have a mouse with me. If you were going to select a word with a mouse, you would press and hold your left mouse button and slide it to the right so that you would select the word. I am going to press and hold my shift key and then click on the right hand side of the word, and that selects it. I can then come over here, bold, italicize, and even underline this word. I could also change the size of that word's font if I wanted to. That is not something that you would normally do when you are writing a story that you're maybe going to turn into a teacher. So be aware of that when you start changing things. I also want to I've decided that this is also important to me, and I want to change the color of it. I come up here to the font color, and I click the down arrow. Now, I have all of these colors, plus I can also click more colors. Those are all available to me, but maybe I decide that I don't like the theme of these colors. See, theme colors? So I can go and change that. That is in design. Over here are different themes. This looks a little bit different than the one that we were using at school. Before, when we clicked over here, it just showed us colors, and this looks like it might also change the font as well. And I don't want to do that. I only want to change colors. So on mine, colors is just over here. And so I've picked this, and I'm going to come down here to these colors. I can then go back to the Home tab of my ribbon, and I can then click here. See how all of those colors changed? And I can click the one that I like. And I also think that that's very important, so I wanted to bold that. That's all for today. I hope you all know. I say that's all for today. What did we forget to do? Before we close a document, we need to re-hit the save square. Up here is my title. It says Typing with Mrs. Cox. I can click on the save square. Absolutely. When you click on that, you might not notice that anything happens. But when you go over here to exit your document, when you click the X, if your save square didn't connect for you, when you click the X, this square will pop up and you can click save right there. That will save it and it will close for you. You will also notice that my background changed while we were in the middle of that session. I hope you will enjoy getting to watch some of the different backgrounds that I have on my laptop. I think they're kind of fun. I miss every single one of you. I hope you are well. I hope you're finding some time to get outside and exercise. I also hope you're spending some time figuring out where it is that you can go to practice your typing. Love to you all. See you again soon.